What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with you guys with the nation for another video. And today, man, we actually got ourselves some pretty good news, in my opinion, man. Not some bad news, man. For once, we don't have no bad news. But before I get into today's video, I always have to give a big shout out to my boy Icy Nate, who's always coming in clutch with these thumbnails, man. So please, if you can't, go hit up Icy Nate's channel at icy_Nate on YouTube. Check him out, give him a like, a subscribe, whatever you can. You know, anything helps, man. But Raider Nation, man, let's get right into today's topic. Now, there's a couple of topics today. I'm gonna just make my my way down the list. Now, starting off, there was two moves that were done today. Two bigger moves that were done today. Now, both of them come at the tight end position. I know you may be wondering, tight end. Is it about Darren Waller? It's not about Darren Waller. But it's still good news in my opinion. Now, as we all know, Derek Carrier, he was about our third or fourth string tight end coming into this season on the depth chart. He was about fourth on the depth chart, if not third at best. You know, he's been here with the Raiders for a couple of years now. He's been with us, I believe, for 4 consecutive seasons. But as we all know, in week 4, he did come down with a torn pec. Usually those set the player out for the whole entire season. But as we all know, we do have the extended season. So he is eligible now for a return. And guess what? The Raiders took that opportunity. They took that chance and they activated him for tomorrow's game. Now, tomorrow we play the Los Angeles Chargers. Their defense hasn't been that great as of late against the run. Guess what? Derek Carrier is probably our best run blocking tight end above Foster Moreau. You know, Derek Carrier, he may not be the best in terms of route running like Waller is and route running like Foster Moreau is, but him against the freaking run, he is a great run blocker. Now, I'm very excited to get him back. I know it's not the flashiest thing. I know you guys may have thought, oh, well, tight end, maybe Darren Waller. No, it's not about Darren Waller. But in corresponding move to us, signing and activating, or not signing, but activating Derek Carrier back. The thing is, we now needed to let somebody go. And the person that had to get let go was tight end Daniel Helm. So he is no longer with the Raiders 53-man roster. He got bumped down. He actually got released. I do believe that the Raiders plan on keeping him around if they can. So if he clears waivers, I do believe that they'll try and bring him back onto this team. Now, like I said, with Daniel Helm getting released, it brought up a spot. We now have Derek Carrier back. Like I said, our run game has been looking better these last couple weeks. Who knows how healthy Josh Jacobs will be. Hopefully he can go. But you know, I will take as much run blocking help as possible. I will just take as much blocking help because as much as he is a good run blocker, he's pretty decent at pass blocking as well. He's obviously not the level of offensive tackle, but he's definitely a big plus in terms of the blocking department as far as tight ends. Now, as we all know, we're facing Joey Bosa. We're facing you know, their interior guys like Linval Joseph, and, you know, there goes. I mean, obviously, Derek Carrier won't help against the interior guys, but we all know that we have a huge problem at right tackle right now. So, if he can go and he frees up Darren Waller and Foster Moreau to go on routes instead of having to block, A+ move, man. So I really am glad that we did get Derek Carrier back. It's looking like our tight end group will be up to full strength. It's been the first time in a couple of weeks. It looks like our tight ends are going to be Darren Waller, Foster Moreau, Derek Carrier, and I think one more person, right? Now, that is huge news, right? So that's big news in my opinion. Now, we had 2 more things that we need to talk about. Now, starting off is Damien Square, right? Damien Square, again, another week, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks in a row now, he's been activated off the practice squad. He's been elevated, I should say, off the practice squad to play in Sunday night football's game, right? So I believe it's his 2nd week in a row, his 3rd or 4th time on the season that he's been elevated. Now, in my opinion, he may not bring the best against the pass rush department, but him against the run is very solid. As we all know, Jonathan Hankins today, he did get upgraded from doubtful to questionable because he did practice on a limited fashion yesterday, so he did get upgraded a bit. but I'm not too sure how healthy he is and how ready he is in terms of playing tomorrow, right? So I'm very, very happy that we yet again brought up Damien Square. He, in my opinion, he's a little sleeper that we got on the defense, man. You know, he's not the flashiest. He's not like a Phylon who's gonna do great against the run, great against the pass. You know, he's a solid player though, Raider Nation. I wouldn't look past him. That's all I'm gonna say. I wouldn't look past him. I'm glad that we were able to elevate him for another week, another game, in a game that, you know, they have some good backs. Obviously, Austin Eckler is a pass catcher, but, you know, as much as you can, we need all hands on deck to stop this run, regardless if they're a pass-first team. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today, it's pretty interesting, pretty interesting, right? As we all know, the Raiders signed Tyron Johnson in the middle of the season, right? We signed Tyron Johnson. I believe he was floating around off the practice squad of the Chargers. Now, the Raiders today went out and decided to give him a contract extension. Now, I'm very, very happy that we did this, but at the same time, I'm very surprised, right? Tyron Johnson hasn't had many reps at actual wide receiver. It's mostly all been special teams, and when he does play wide receiver, I don't think he has one reception. So for us to actually give him a contract extension is very, very interesting to me. You know, he is a player that can take the top off. He is pretty young. His frame is pretty good in terms of potential wise. You know, it's all there. The tools are all there for Tyron Johnson. You know, there's all the potential in the world for that guy, right? He's definitely a fast receiver. You know, this offense relies a lot about on a decoy receiver, on a receiver that can take the top off. You know, they can keep the defense honest in the run game. You know, and our offense really truly does rely a lot on that. Now, as we all know, Tyron Johnson, some of you guys may be saying, well, why even extend the man? He's not getting targets. You know, well, he's doing some pretty good. He's doing a damn good job on special teams in terms of returning, right? And returning. Now, as far as me, I don't want Hunter Renfrow back there every single time on punt. I know Hunter is very, very electric on punt return and kick return, but me personally, I'm not the biggest fan, man. We know how big Hunter Renfrow is to this team, and most importantly to this offense. And I'm just not too comfortable with having Hunter out there returning punts. Now, Tyron Johnson can definitely take over that role. He is a pretty electric returner. I really like that. But like I said, he's a guy that'll keep the defense honest. He's a guy that'll back the defense up just a bit in terms of the run game. You know, I just hope that we get to use Tyron Johnson more. I just want us to see us actually let him get loose in terms of routes. I actually want us to actually send him on a deep post. You know, I want us to put him on a crosser route where he can get behind the linebackers and right in front of the safeties, right? I want us to put him on those kind of routes because a lot of the Chargers fans were really disappointed that they chose another practice squad receiver above Tyron Johnson, because Tyron Johnson was a very good player for them. You know, he was making plays. He was taking the top off. I believe Tyron Johnson was the person that beat Keyshawn Nixon last year on a crazy deep shot when Keyshawn Nixon had about 20 yards of cushion. So take that with how you take it how you want, right? Anybody who can score a touchdown on a play where the defender is giving you 20 yards of cushion, you're fast. You're fast at that point. But like I said, Tyron Johnson, man, I'm happy that he got an extension. I hope that this means a bigger role for him in this offense. I do think he can help this offense a lot, especially with Deshaun Jackson, you know, kind of being on a limited snap count due to being a veteran. You don't want to play him too much. So I hope that he can kind of develop a rapport with Carr and get something going. Because we 100% need him for tomorrow's game, whether it's punt return, kick return, or if he has to step up in the receiving game, he needs to be ready, right? But Raider Nation, that's all I have for you guys today. I will be going live tomorrow with you guys for the game, for the final game of the season. I'm going to be here in my room watching the game with you guys live, man. So if you guys want to see the live reaction, live emotions, raw emotions, and everything to tomorrow's game, Tune in on my channel, 5 p.m. I will be live a couple minutes before the game. I'm going to talk with you guys. You guys are either going to see me really happy, really disappointed, sad, man, all that kind of stuff. But if you really want to see the true raw emotions, man, that I go through watching this team, tune in tomorrow, 5 p.m. For the last game of the regular season. Playoffs or not, we just, you know, it was a great season, but we have to get this going, man. We need a playoff berth. It'll be the first time since 2016, man. I don't think you guys understand how awesome that would be. And I also said, I think Graf said it would be, we would play on his birthday the week after if we did get into the playoffs, man. So let's do this, man. I'm very, very excited for tomorrow. A lot of nerves, but I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to see how this all plays out, to see how it all unfolds. But Raider Nation, that'll be it for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. On the road to 3,000 subscribers, we're very, very close, less than 200 away. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. Love y'all, Raider Nation, and I'm out. Peace.